Welcome to Michael's Mailbox. Hey everyone, it's Joe and
Michael
from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au, selling you the best bullion bars and coins shipped to you worldwide from Melbourne in Australia. Michael's Mailbox.
It is.
What is it?
Yeah, this is where we read through some of the comments that have been made on our YouTube videos. And if they're a little bit longer or maybe they're been asked a few times, then we reply to them in person rather than trying to type them out again or type a long answer.
Yep.
So usually we don't cherry pick, occasionally we do.
Yep.
And we just scroll through and see what's there.
Cool. What do you want to do?
Well, I'd like to kick off with the live in lockdown.
That was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Considering I sprung it on you guys at the 9 o'clock meeting.
Yep.
Why don't we do a live stream? Is that what you call it?
Live stream, yeah.
Live stream.
Everyone's scrambled. How do we do this? What do we do?
And the fact that we gave people 2 hours notice,
Yeah.
I think, when we sent out the hey, we're going to do this, and we still had 120, 130 people consistently through the whole video live, I thought was brilliant.
And now it's had about 1,500 views.
Yeah, so I think it was taken well enough that we can repeat the exercise.
Okay, let's do that. When do you want to do that?
So that's this Friday. So Friday the standby one. Friday the 23rd at 2:30, we'll do another live stream.
Okay.
So if you'd like to participate, log in. If you can't participate at that time, send us in, and you've got a question that you'd like us to answer or a comment that you'd like to make, send it in either via email, sales@bullionnow.com.au, and either just type out your question, or if you want to get really adventurous, film yourself and asking your question, and we'll see if we can play that. I don't know if our IT guys, i.e. Ruben and DJ, will be able to do it, but if we can, we'll throw it up there and we'll make comment on it. Now, just bear in mind, I honestly don't know how many questions we're going to get on this one, so if we get quite a few, then we may have to just cherry pick a few out of there. Because one of the things I was disappointed with our live feed was that we didn't get to all the questions. So we will endeavour to shut up a bit more and grind through a few more questions as quickly as we can.
Will we maybe do another viewer special?
I would like to think so. So for those that haven't had a chance to view it, and I encourage you to view the one we did last Friday, we actually did a viewer special. So we did some fractional stuff at Spot. So we'll do.
It might not be Spot again.
I actually, Joe's kind of put me on the spot. I actually have no idea what we'll do as a viewer special.
Yeah.
But we'll try and come up with something between now and then that we can do as a special. Maybe a gold 5% below Spot, something like that.
Don't say that. Do not say that.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Let's get on to the...
All right, so let's look at some comments from the live in lockdown. Speaking of Bitcoin, can you guys get some silver Bitcoins in and some ADA?
Were we speaking about Bitcoin at one point? I think we were, weren't we?
Yeah, we did. We mentioned the crypto universe.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can try. I have tried before. Haven't been very successful. The premium that was being asked was a bit ridiculous, so I didn't get them. But we'll have another crack. We won't be in hyperinflation. This is from God's Money. We won't be in hyperinflation because Oz government are not as corrupt as the South American countries, and we are not on US sanctions. Yeah, I think it is that simple, and I don't think it's that simple. I think it's possibly slightly more complicated, but I actually agree with a good chunk of your sentiment. I don't think Australia is going to be impacted as badly as some of the other countries around the world because we have a more stable government, because we are... I don't know, I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for is, but probably more stable, more settled. And things don't... We're a bit of a backwater, as much as we like to believe we lead the world stage. Australia is a bit of a backwater, so to a large degree, a lot of these things, they still impact us, but not to the same degree. So the example I was using before when I was talking with Joe was the 2008-2009 recession that really impacted on the US. We noticed it, absolutely, but it really didn't have a huge impact on Australia, certainly not like it did in the US. And even the current conniptions that we're going through with COVID, we have not been impacted anywhere near to the degree that the US, Europe, the UK, has been impacted. So sometimes being a backwater has its advantages, and I think in this case, in the inflation argument, I think it carries some weight.
I think living on a giant island has its benefits sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely, I do too. This one's a little bit of a longer one, and he's going to disagree with what I just said. So this is from Anna. No, sorry, I'm not going to try and butcher your last name. I'm really sorry. So I'll let you guys in on a little secret. Hyperinflation is just the beginning, and it's already here. My business is to study markets and monetary and fiscal matters daily and temper analysis with historical precedent. Have you seen the prices in AUD of equities, real estate, commodities, other non-financial and financial assets, exponential, parabolic? Look, I actually agree with what you're saying. I just wouldn't use the word hyperinflation. I think absolutely we're seeing more inflation than what we're admitting to. I'm just not prepared to insert the hyper word yet, and attach it to the inflation. Both the borrowed time and the kicking the can down the road has. Sorry, let me reread that. Both the borrowed time and the can kicking has run out of road. Something that I read a long time ago, and I can't remember who said it, and something I very much agree with, is that the market can stay irrational far longer than you can stay solvent. And I think this will be another example of it. For many, many years, people have been telling me that the can can't be kicked further down the road, and yet here we are still kicking the can down the road. So I actually disagree with that statement. I think they can keep kicking it for a heck of a lot longer, far longer than you and I expect. But you go on to you quote Peter Warburton, who is a very good British economist. He's written some fantastic stuff. I won't quote it now, but I encourage people to actually go and read that comment because it's actually quite good. There's some comments about various cryptocurrencies going to the moon. I know Joe had a go at me about, I don't know if it was this video or one of the others, about how I've now got some cryptocurrency.
Having a go? I was like, congratulations.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So, yeah.
How are they going for you?
Some up, some down.
Yeah.
But they're teaching me, which is actually what I got into. So, and I'm actually starting to play around with yield farming. That fascinates me. I'm loving that part of it.
Cool.
So,
getting your 10,000% APYs and all that stuff.
Yeah, still trying to bend my brain around that one.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. This is an old comment. This is from the Unallocated program. Alrighty, this is from Lord 90Me. A client so he's giving us an example. A client has made many orders over several years. Each order has a mix of gold grams and silver ounces. Client now wishes to exchange some gold grams for a 10-gram bar. No one order has 10 grams or above, but several orders do have a combined total of, say, 12 grams. Those orders also have, say, 25 ounces of silver between them. Can the client exchange only the gold grams from those multiple orders? As a rule, yes. So if you're claiming back gold, we'd use your gold grams against your gold purchase. Yes, we can technically carry the silver across and do a gold-silver ratio swap, but it's not quite as simple as what I'm making out. But it's not that complicated either. It's just a bit of fudging around in the back end. And those orders remain, other gold grams removed, just leaving the silver left in the order descriptions, and those orders remain minus the gold that were in them or are the original. No orders are removed. From an audit perspective, for taxation, there's no way we'd remove orders. What we do is in the back end, and hopefully soonish, we're going to allow people access to it from the website. We're hopefully about to beta test some of this. But your orders are actually all combined, so you are given a running total. So if in your example, you said there's 12 gold grams there, we wouldn't look at the individual orders of grams and silver ounces and that type of stuff. We just look at your balance and say, well, they've got 12 grams of gold and 25 ounces of silver. They want to buy a 10-gram bar, so we'd organise the invoice for that. So now you'd have 2 grams of gold in your unallocated and 25 ounces of silver in your allocated account. So it's not like we start minusing out invoices or anything complicated like that. because for a start, anyone auditing our system would have a heart attack if we started removing partial invoices or invoices. We look at your unallocated account and we say you've got X silver and Y gold in there, and we'd remove what was relevant to that transaction. What happens if a client redeems ounces into a kilo bar? Oh, that's a pain in the backside when that happens. But the system copes with it, no worries at all, because usually what happens is there's a premium to pay. So you've paid spot, and then there might be, let's say you're converting, I think your example here, you talk about 33 ounces of silver into a kilo bar. A kilo bar is 32.151 ounces. So there would be a component left over. We'd use that component, subject to a conversation with yourself, but we'd use that component towards the premium that you've incurred. So I'm making up numbers now, but let's say you're converting it into a kilo bar of silver, and that carries a $60 premium. So that extra 0.85 ounces of silver would go towards that $80. Sorry, I think I said $60. $60 of premium. So you'd be paying slightly less than $60. For your kilo bar. Carlos TMA just bought a gram of platinum. Good on you. Excellent. That's good to do. All right, that's it. So the next one that's been brought up is Michael's rugged mailbox. So I'm now using my mailbox to respond to comments on the mailbox. Boris Baliak. We just had a heavy snowstorm about 3 weeks ago in Colorado. Oh, excellent. I assumed you'd be midsummer there. Oh, okay. Should have kept reading. Good to see you enjoy the snow and above 8,000 feet. That would explain why you're still getting snow. So Smith, good on you, mate. Love the channel. Thank you. Space Lord, I was about to buy some unallocated platinum. Oh, yeah, okay. And I noticed it jumped up in price as it's no longer at spot. Gold and silver still are. Can you explain this? Yeah, I can. It's a feed issue. The third party that provides our spot price feed, sometimes the platinum seems to jump, for want of a better word. I don't have a better explanation for it. If you notice it doing that and you would like to secure some platinum unallocated, there is absolutely no reason why you can't phone in 1300 84 84 10, speak to Sylvia or more likely Sam, and just say, look, I'd like to lock in some unallocated platinum, and we can do that at the Kitco spot price at that point. So if you notice that difference, just let us know and we'll honour the Kitco price at that point there. No, we're not shifting profit on unallocated. Unfortunately, it purely is a third-party feed issue. We have talked to the third party. They don't seem to be able to do anything about it. We're not charging any extra fees or anything along those sort of lines. I am hoping, I mentioned it, I think, in our live feed, that we're updating a lot of, or upgrading and changing over a lot of our back-end systems. That is one of them, and we're hoping that that will fix the problem, but it could be a while before that actually happens. So, like I said, if you do notice that difference, don't be shy. Phone in and we'll honour the lower price on Kitco. Mark Baird, that was when SHTF, not if. I tend to agree. Crypto, the stock market and fiat. This is from Wombat. Crypto, the stock market and fiat currency. What goes up must come down. History has shown that time and time again. Gold and silver will always remain. Bush pig, haha. I'm quite proud of the fact that I'm a bush pig. Gold and silver will always remain. We have 5,000 years of history on that. And this is a sticking point that Joe and I semi-frequently have over the over crypto, is that it doesn't have a 5,000 year history. And the only way it's going to get it is to be around for 5,000 years, not 10 years. And
so give it time.
So I don't want to get into that debate now, because it is a long debate. But I think you're right. I think that the comments
Who's
that...
right? The commenter or me?
No, well... potentially both of you. I think that history moves a lot faster now, so we can look at 10 years, but I don't believe the stability is there yet. Any asset that can give what was your example before? 10,000% return.
APY, yeah.
APY.
Yeah.
Any asset that can vary consistently. I mean, any asset can jump 5-10% in a short period of time. But any asset that can jump and drop 5-10-15%
in an hour.
In an hour,
Yeah.
and that's the main cryptos. I'm not even talking about the long way out there cryptos, which can jump thousands of percent in a matter of moments. You cannot say that has stability.
No, I get it.
And here we go. I'm going to throw the cat amongst the pigeons. I don't think that Bitcoin will ever become a currency. I actually think it will become a store of wealth.
I agree with you. Agreed.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I thought you'd arc up, and
No.
I'm sure there'll be some on our comments that and look and launch in. Make comment if you disagree with me. That's what this is all about, and we're quite happy to take those questions and comment where we can. Keep it respectful. But I'm quite happy for people to lay into me and say I disagree for X, Y, and Z. And we'll try and come back respectfully with our response.
Maybe we could live debate the Bitcoin debate. Although I think we agree now more than we originally disagreed. I think we've come to an equal understanding.
Yeah, I think there's potential there. I think there's also areas that we could still argue about.
Well, we argue about anything, so let's do it. We'll just have a live debate.
Yeah, I think it's good to have that debate out there.
Yeah.
So maybe we should relook at it.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. A mystery unboxing of Bullion. This was the one where this was more embarrassing than normal because I actually had absolutely no clue what was in those boxes. Usually I've got a vague idea of it might be this and it might be that. I didn't have any clue. So as you can see by the fact that we had to insert a section on the 1 ounce coins, I didn't have a clue what was going on that day. Sandy Yazia, do you ship to Dubai? Yes, we do. MSKR111, I check your site daily, ordered 1 ounce, missed the 10 ounces. Sorry about that, they went really quick. Then I watched the video, I had to go back and order another 1 ounce. They are a beautiful coin, absolutely.
The Valiant, yeah?
That I'm assuming he's talking about the Valiant there by the 1 ounce and the 10 ounce. So, Pitwater Mowing, beautiful coins. Call us next time you need a haircut, Michael. Yeah, good on you, smart Alec. Unfortunately, I think it needs a bit more off the top, but that's okay. Ozguy, new knife. Yes, we used a new knife. Those old ones are getting as dodgy as anything. Lose the B-roll. This is from Gil Balfus. Lose the B-roll. Looks way better in your hand. Interesting comment. And then Jack Geller comments on that one. In what seems to be a repeating battle, I disagree. They're trying something new. They're literally showing both. Look, I actually like both. I like it in our hand. I think it shows it real, raw. And what I'd like to see, and I was talking to Ruben about this recently, was I'd actually like to see that B-roll move to the end of the video. And that way the people that don't want to see the B-roll don't have to, but those that do want to see the B-roll can either skip to it or can view it ad infinitum, watching it go round and round. And that way we can satisfy both. Because I think the B-roll takes any movement out of it, it's under ideal lighting, it's got great background, so you can actually see a lot more of the detail come forward. So I think the B-roll is important to have there, but I also like the rawness of just having it in your hand and flipping it back and forth and that sort of stuff. So Michael got shaved and got a haircut. Good job. Thank you. More about my haircut. Remember just the 18? Yep. MP. Bugger, I went out shopping. By the time I got back and saw the video, nothing left. There would have been some 1 ounces left, but that would have been about all. Silver Lover, thanks for the video. You are more than welcome. Darth Larper. Great looking coins. Rob's Metal. A-Team in lockdown. Cool unboxing. Nice design on the EIA bars.
East India.
East India,
yeah.
Yep. But seems the minting quality is bad on those as well. Look, I was really stuck on this one. It's actually a really good looking bar, but I kind of felt I was doing people a disservice if we didn't mention the knocks on the rim. It still looks really good. I just don't want you to be disappointed when you receive it. Particularly, it's not so bad when we sell it in store, although under lockdown, obviously, we can't do that. When you sell it in store, people can see it before they leave. So we don't mind that sort of stuff. When we're posting it out to you, we don't want you to open it and go, oh, what? So I'm overplaying it slightly. It's not probably as bad as I'm making out, but they do have those rim knocks on the side of it. So disappointing, but not devastating. Apollo Sun, not lackluster at all. The Valiants and St Helena's are beautiful. They really are. And Brian Smythe, cool. I love the 10-ounce ship one. I enjoyed the live stream yesterday too. Thank you. I look forward to another one. Absolutely. We'll try and do that, as we said, on Friday again. All right, last one. Lockdown 5.0. This is just comments. Okay, so we're back in lockdown. We're still in lockdown, and by all indications, they are going to extend the lockdown. We don't know if there's going to be any changes to that at this stage. My heart goes out to those in Sydney because you seem to be doing a Melbourne from several months ago and going into this perpetual lockdown. I feel for you very much. Been there, got the t-shirt. It's not fun, even slightly. Although I did notice that some areas have gone even further than Melbourne did, which I didn't think was possible, and where you're not allowed to leave home now for even work. So my heart really does go out to you. I can't believe that's happening. I'm not making any comment, political or otherwise. It just shocked me when that came through. So don't take that too far. Moonshot Silver, Kiwi in the UK here. Man, you're dealing with it. Been dealing with this for a while. PCR testing is not fit for purpose. I don't know. I really can't make any comment on any of that because I don't have any expertise in that area at all. Theo Bradley, many thanks, guys. Take care. We are trying. Pit water mowing. These lockdowns will be happening for years to come, unfortunately. I hope you're wrong. That's probably where I'm going to leave it. Yeah. Look, some of these... I love the comments. I really do. I'm not going to comment on them publicly. Whether I support your comments or not, and you can read between the lines on a lot of those. And I will take the sympathy comments on there. Look, it is tough. It's not easy running a business under these circumstances. It's not easy operating life under these circumstances, but it's something that we're learning to live with. Hang in there. Support each other where you can. And we will get through this eventually. I don't know what the other side will look like. Unfortunately, this isn't a political video or a political channel, so I'm really not going to try and get bogged down. I've probably already said too much as it is. So anyway, I really do appreciate the comments of support, and it's really great to see. So thank you very much. Would you like to say anything or drag me back to anything, Joe?
No, you've done a massively wonderful job as usual. Just like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and that's it from me.
And from me too.
We'll see you soon.
See ya.